My name is Caleb Shields, and this is Chapter 1, Industry Research. For this project, we had to choose 3 vector artists and do research on them. I chose Tom Whalen, Charles Williams, and Cristiano Secura. Tom Whalen. Tom Whalen, who hails from McAdoo, Pennsylvania, is an illustrator who has made a name for himself by working on comic books, poster art, pop art, toy packaging, and movies. Tom had said that he was greatly inspired by the comic books he would read in his grandmother's candy store when he was young. Other influences of his career were the Cartoonist Society of Philadelphia and the Autumn Society, both in Philadelphia. And his association with deviant art has been crucial in helping him get his artwork noticed. He began his career years before he got formal education in the field, but he did eventually attend Kutztown University and learn the subtleties of vector art. Tom's most recognizable projects include his work on Mondo, Gallery 1988, and many unique movie posters, which shall be seen later. He is a vector artist who specializes in illustrations of posters, comics, and concept images. Over Whalen's 20-year-long career, he has had the opportunity to create illustrations for projects undertaken by such notable companies as Disney, Lucasfilm, Marvel Comics, DC, Paramount, The Misfits, and The Beatles. This means that a great deal of Tom's career has been built upon the film, comic, and music industries. This is one of Tom's posters. It is a poster for the Gremlins movie, and as you can see, it uses the vector style. He has a very unique way of using the vector style, however, and we will see that style continue in the next 2 artworks. This is his poster for the Ghostbuster movie, and as you can see, it follows the basic system that the Gremlins did. Both are vector, both look similar. And this is his final poster that I have here. Posters for the Batman Returns movie. So they all look very similar, and that is because of his style and his usage of vector. Charles Williams. Charles Williams, from Manchester in the north of England, is a unique artist who incorporates typographic skills into his illustrations. His works often are praised for creating illustrations in which the type and the image are incredibly difficult to distinguish. Williams began as a graphic designer, but as he began to desire more control over the nuances of his works, he began to illustrate. Charles's slick and geometric style was developed during his time as a graphic designer, because he would use that style to make corporate logos and symbols, but this typographic style stuck with him through his illustrations. Williams has illustrated for the cover of Creative Review magazine and had done work on visual identities for 2 festivals, Festival in the UK and Bonnaroo in the US. Charles is a typographic illustrator and uses type to composite geometric abstract images. Williams has a very high commercial appeal and has worked with companies such as Nike, Converse, Adobe, and Google. This is one of Williams's portraits. As you can see, it is very abstract, but it is still the portrait of a human face and follows the vector style. This is another piece of art done by Williams. New Year's Eve. This is word art, not like his portrait art, but it is still abstract and again vector. The final piece of art from Charles Williams, this is where you see the geometric patterns as he uses it to create the bull. Cristiano Secura. Cristiano Secura, also known as Chris Vector, is a well-known designer from Sao Paulo, Brazil, who specializes in digital and vector illustrations. He began his work as a graphic designer for several years until 2005, when he became a freelance illustrator for advertising, publishing, and print design. Cristiano had no formal training in digital arts, and he had to learn through his work, co-workers, books, and the help sections of illustrating softwares. He began working with vectors during his first job as a graphic designer. With knowledge of traditional art, Cristiano was able to integrate his drawing abilities into the digital arena and develop his style of vector art. Cristiano, although not being formally trained, has created a successful career for himself in the realm of vector art, and he has found a way to blend his traditional art styles with digital. Cristiano has worked with many companies on logos, covers, toy box designs, and magazines. However, he has also worked with large name brands and companies such as Nike and ESPN Brazil. This is an artwork by Cristiano Sequeira. As you can see, abstract in nature. Another artwork by Sequeira. And a third artwork by Sequeira. This one is probably my favorite just because of how abstract and interpretive this one is. And that brings us to the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening. I hope you have enjoyed.